In this short session, we'll show you the basics about how you can rank your site for clarity, how you can use dictionaries to very quickly identify inconsistent terms on your site. Okay, let's get started. Okay, let's explain what we see when we sign into the tool. On the left-hand side, you see a list. This list shows folders and scans. In this case, a folder called Healthcare Provider is intended to compare a number of different healthcare providers in the United States side by side for clarity. Once you select a specific scan, the right-hand side will change and show you the detail analysis data relevant to that particular site. So our next protocol is to identify exactly the page content that's causing these statistics and causing complexity. 1 in 3 pages are above 20 words online, and that augurs not so well for engagement. Let's scroll down and see what the worst offenders are. In this case, there's a page called HIPAA 5010. This is designed to be read by third parties. Let's see exactly that content detail. We click to the Clear Language tab and we see a list breakdown showing each page and the content in the bottom section by page. Consider this example. As a result of the announcement, all Highmark trading partners that have already been approved for 5010 production and were previously billing IBC and or AHA players in 4010 have been activated for IBC and AHA 5010 transactions and can start billing in 5010 immediately. There's a lot of complexity in this content. The likelihood is that the reader is not going to understand fully the implication and will likely phone us to seek clarification. We also see 2 occurrences of passive voice. Passive voice is where the subject is acted on by the verb, in this case, approve. So collectively, we can conclude that this content needs cleaning and we need to make it more clear so that our audience can engage with us online. To share content with your marketing and communications colleagues is very simple. Just click the View PDF report and you have an instantly shareable report that you can discuss with colleagues. And here's my report at the bottom. I'll just open that in my browser to give you a feel for what it looks like. Okay, it's a printable report that outlines the top level statistics so that you can get a sense for how the overall site is behaving, in this case 476 pages showing these statistics. And then as you look in the bottom portion, you get a full breakout of all of the content. In this case, it's quite a long report, and then you see detail on the bottom portion itemizing by page specific areas for attention. So what about brand consistency? How do you make sure as a marketing manager that your communications are consistent with your brand guidelines? In this case, we'll take some real examples and show you how you can do this in Clarity Grader. Let's get going. So this time we'll take some examples, work that we've been doing with a UK university called the University of the Arts, London. We have a folder over here on the left showing University of the Arts, and we've done 3 separate scans, one on the root, one in a subsection of their site around study at UAL, designed for international students, and the third is the research area. So to explain the project, the objective for the marketing team was to identify every instance of College of Art and replace it with the approved brand term. So they had a challenge. There was a lot of content and little time to do it. So the choice is to manually check the content or to use a dictionary, which can be customized and user-defined within the context of Clarity Grader, to check for occurrences. This is the dictionary listing the terms that we're looking for. Each column on the right shows individual sections of the site that we've analyzed, and the numbers on the right show you exactly the content occurring within the context of those scans. So this view is an overview showing the full site and set of scans that we've run. Now if we want to fix the content, I'll go to the detail view showing me exactly the content where the occurrence is. In this case, I'll go look for College of Art and Design. We click on the link, and that brings me to a more detailed view at the level showing me exactly the instance over here on the right. It shows me exactly the pages where that instance occurs, and for each page we can see the text on the bottom showing exactly the content that is hit. So this is a very quick, very effective way to eliminate many hours and days of tedious reviews. The final piece of this puzzle is to generate a report so that we can share with colleagues. And just like before, this report is one click away from us and is immediately available to us. In this case, I'll open the report and I can now use that to help people understand the touch points of all of these disapproved terms that we need to cleanse from the content. Scroll down and you get the full detail. Okay, let's summarize what we covered in this session. We started by showing how you can benchmark your site against peers. We demonstrated this with a healthcare example. We then considered the clarity of a specific site and we analyzed the HIPAA page for complexity, knowing that the audience would not engage. We then looked at brand consistency by looking at an example where we identified occurrences of old brand names that needed to be cleansed from the content. And all through this session, we were generating PDF reports for easy sharing among your marketing and communications colleagues. So again, the core point is to make it as easy as possible to itemize the challenges and to address the issues. Thanks so much for your attention. For more videos, check out our website.